Sean Beltran, Jen Goodall back in Akron. Bee Digger starting lineup tonight brought to you by Blowdorn Lumber at blowdornlumber.com. You browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. You'll get the same friendly service at Blowdorn Lumber, whether you're a contractor or painting your living room. That's Blowdorn Lumber. Bee Diggers go with Mariah Brown, Shelby Wooliver, Kristen Berg, Melissa Whalert. Let's see the fifth member out there that was introduced. This building is rocking here to begin the game, or even before we begin the game. Jordan Bear, Gail Hall, A.J. Miller, Carly Christensen, the big forward, and a junior, and Danae Michaelis for the Rams, coached by Rick Hagan. Kim Price, the head coach of the Bee Diggers. And once again, we'll introduce that starting five. Mariah Brown, Shelby Wooliver, Kristen Berg, Melissa Whalert, and Lauren Berg. Opening tip tonight is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Moen and Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life, home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family, 842-4555. It'll be Kristen Berg, jumping center for the Bee Diggers, along with Jordan Bear. It's controlled by Akron. There's Gail Hall with the basketball on the outside right. The pass is tipped away, intercepted by Mariah Brown. Brown into the front court at the top of the three-point circle. Outside left to Wooliver, holding the ball up high. Double team, picks up the dribble, still looking. Feeds it back out to Whalert. Whalert to the outside right to Brown. She'll take a wide-open three, and that's off the back of the rim. And the ball is not going to bounce. That is off of Carly Christensen. That's the player to watch for Akron. She is extremely talented. As Mariah Brown will throw it in. Brown, bounce pass in the left corner for Berg. That's Kristen Berg. Berg back out to Wooliver at the top for Whalert. Whalert with the basketball. Bounces it towards Brown, but it's out of bounds. She was cutting towards the top, and both teams have committed a turnover in the early going. Will be Akron basketball, and here comes A.J. Miller. Miller to Christensen. Dribbles by Brown into the front court, picks up the dribble, back out to Miller. Miller at the top, baseball pass down low on the left baseline to Hall. Back out to Christensen at the free throw line, bounce pass outside right to Michaelis, and she misses the shot. And Melissa Whalert grabs the rebound for the Bee Diggers. Here comes Brush the other way. Long pass towards Wooliver. No score, 1 minute into the game. Whalert outside left to Wooliver, holding the ball up high. Back out to Whalert. On the outside right to Brown. Brown looking down low. Feeds it at the top for Berg. Berg with the basketball. Out to her right to Wooliver. Wooliver to Berg. Behind the three-point line. Berg with the basketball. Over to Whalert. 16-footer is off the front of the rim, and the ball rebounded by Lauren Berg. Puts it up and in. Lauren Berg on the right baseline. And the Bee Diggers with a 2-0 lead. Bee Diggers apply the pressure in the backcourt. With the basketball, Christensen double team. Pass in the front court to Hall. On the outside right. Cross court. The shot is up and good. That is Gail Hall from Danae Michaelis, and Gail Hall nails the triple. Bee Diggers now trail 3-2, and Rick Hagan calls a quick 30-second timeout. Apparently, just a minute 45 seconds into the game, Coach Hagan seeing something, obviously, that he wants to make a quick adjustment on before the Bee Diggers get rolling here, Jeff.
Well, and I think part of it was he didn't get the offense that he wanted. Yeah, he got the skip pass, but I think he was, as I was listening to him, he was yelling to run the offense all the way through. So I think he wanted a layup, basically, but he got a three, so I would take it.
All right, so it's Akron 3 and Brush 2 with 6:15 to go here in the opening quarter. And both teams are applying the pressure. And to throw it in will be Mariah Brown. Brown with Christensen right on top of her in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Wooliver, now to Whalert. Bee Diggers have a 3-on-2 over to Christenberg. Now to Laurenberg. She lays it up too strong. Christenberg was fouled. No, she traveled. Well, the Bee Diggers blew an opportunity there and committed a turnover in the process. Akron basketball. The Beatniggers apply the pressure in the backcourt with the basketball is Hall. Hall against Mariah Brown, still in the backcourt, still looking. Feeds it towards the front court. That's Miller. Miller on the outside right. Cross-court pass is taken over there by Jordan Bear. She puts up a shot, and that's an air ball, and the ball is out of bounds. And that was tipped away by the Beatniggers, even though Michaelis was right there for Akron. And to throw it in will be Christensen. 5:50 to go, opening quarter. Rush leads Akron 3-2. There's the lob to Jordan Bear. Lost the basketball, stripped away, and got it back. Bear on the high right. Cross-court pass. Here is Gail Hall dribbling to her right. Down low, the pass is taken by Bear. Bear turns, banks, and misses. And the rebound to Melissa Wailert, her second board. Wailert on the outlet to Wooliver. Wooliver still in the backcourt, cross the timeline. Double team. Wooliver's got to get rid of it, and does, but throws nearly a cross-court interception, but it was knocked out of bounds by Gail Hall. The Beatniggers retain possession at midcourt, trailing 3-2 with 5:22 to go in the opening quarter of this doubleheader, the first of two, with the boys coming up after this game. Wooliver for Brush on the outside right to Brown. Brown double team, bounce pass to Wooliver, outside left Wailert, 15-footer, yes. Wide open, Melissa Wailert scores, and Brush leads 4-3 with 5:06 to go in the first. And then long pass tipped out of bounds by Wailert, intended for Hall, into the Akron bench. And they'll throw it in along the side in the back court. Christensen, long pass in the front court taken by Bear. Bear against Wailert, dribbles to her left of the lane, wants to pull up and shoot and does, and that is short. And Kristen Berg has the rebound, her second for the Beatniggers. Outlet to Wailert, front court pass to Wooliver, to 2-on-3. Wooliver's going to back it out, bounces to Brown straight away, outside right, Wailert, 15-footer, and she misses it off the back of the rim, and the rebound is controlled by A.J. Miller of Akron. Long baseball pass, and the layup is up and missed by Michaelis, and the rebound is controlled over there by Wooliver. Here come the Beatniggers the other way, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll be Beatnigger basketball at the half-court mark with 4:34 to go first quarter, and Brush with a 4-3 lead as Wailert throws it into Wooliver. Wooliver gets a pick from Wailert towards the top. Bounce pass, left of the lane, Wailert, left baseline, Kristen Berg. Shot is up, around, and no good. And Lauren Berg goes over the back and commits the foul. And we're still waiting for Kristen Berg, Jen. I know she had a pretty decent game last night, but to get on track on a consistent basis, because she can hit that baseline jumper, she's going to be lethal down low when she gets in that position.
She is, and then the defense is going to have to come out, which is going to allow her to dribble drive or even post up. So they're going to have to play her on if she hits that.
Akron basketball into the front court is Gail Hall. Into the lane. Bounce pass to Bear, and Bear was fouled on the floor before the shot. That might be a foul on Kristen Berg. And instead it's going to be, it'll be on Berg. But they were motioning towards another player. That's her first, team second. I got to say she was going up. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I thought she just ran into her. She didn't even have her feet underneath her, and she didn't have control of the ball necessarily either.
Yeah, I can't believe she's going to get to the line to shoot two, and she misses the first, which is probably poetic justice because there was no shot even taken. I think she had the intention of going up but never did. Certainly can't assume that was a two-shot foul. Second free throw's off the back of the rim. Nice job of Melissa Wailert blocking out the free throw shooter. Here's Wooliver off the outlet. Wooliver has the ball stripped away. Now she retrieves it in the backcourt. Wooliver with a basketball. Overhead pass is tipped away, and it's loose on the floor. Intercepted by Danae Michaelis, and then re-intercepted by the Beatniggers. The other way, here's Lauren Berg. She's double-teamed. Back out to Kristen Berg. Cross-court pass to Brown. She'll take a three. Good for Mariah Brown. Nails the triple. And the Beatniggers are now in a 5-0 run. 7-3, and Melissa Wailert commits the foul in the backcourt. And that'll be Wailert's first, the team's third. With 3:40 to go, opening quarter. Brush 7, Akron 3. And to throw it in will be Harley Christensen in front of the Akron bench. Checking in is Taylor Krause for the first time. Here's Bear in the backcourt with a basketball. Met by Brown at midcourt. Bear in the right corner for Miller. She fakes the three, dribbles, and then cross-court pass to Christensen. Wide open three is going to be off the backboard and no good. And Shelby Wooliver has the rebound, then the ball is knocked out of bounds. I think the Beatnigger fans wanted a foul.
I do believe they do. They did want a foul, and they're not going to get it.
All right, to throw it in will be Wolliver to Brown. 7-3 Brush. 3:19 to go first quarter. Wolliver into the front court. Spins out of trouble. Cross-court pass to Waitert. On the right baseline, Kristen Berg's shot is up, and that's too strong. And the ball is loose, and it's out of bounds. That is off of Akron. That should be off of Akron, unless Berg touched it. But apparently she did. I didn't see a B. Digger touch that basketball. Pressured in the backcourt is Gale Hall. Back out to Christensen. With the basketball, crossing midcourt, and then the pass is knocked away, intercepted by Berg, intended for Bear. Here's Mariah Brown, front court, pulls up for a three, and that's off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped around and into the hands of A.J. Miller. Miller at midcourt, dribbles by Waitert, 5-on-4, baseball pass, left corner, Hall, three in the air, good for Gale Hall. Her second triple of the opening quarter, that stops a 5-0 run. Rush 7, Akron 6, 2:34 to go. Baseball pass is tipped away, and it's intercepted by Jordan Bear. Bear all the way, scoops it up, and it's off to the right. And then we had a whistle and a foul. And no, it's going to be a tie-up. Instead, Mariah Brown doing a nice job tying up Taylor Krause. And it will be B. Digger basketball here. With a 7-6 Brush lead with 2:22 to go. Waitert just went over and back. You got to know where you're on the floor. That's a mistake.
The other thing is that her teammates have got to flash to the ball so that they can see to make the easy pass. They're just kind of standing and letting her take all the punishment.
The Bay Diggers commit their fourth turnover unofficially, leading 7-6 with 2:13 to go in the first. On the outside left, Hall fakes a three. Chest pass to Christensen, 15-footer, and Akron has got the lead, and it looks like that net has got a hole in it as Christensen scores. And then we've got, was that a double dribble in the backcourt? The Diggers cannot fold under the pressure, and checking in is Danae Michaelis here momentarily for Akron. There's the lob towards the top to Miller, dribbling to her right. Cross-court pass over to Christensen. Now to Krause, straight away at the free throw line, Bear. Over to Miller, straight away to Bear. Now to Krause, the three in the air is off the back of the rim, but the rebound is controlled by Christensen, and then her bounce pass is loose on the floor. Taken over there by Miller. Miller in the lane, back out to Bear, three in the air, off the back of the rim. Long rebound controlled by Gale Hall. Good job of Akron keeping it alive. Here is a shot missed over there by Bear, but the rebound by Miller. Miller underneath reverse layup. She misses that. And finally, Kristen Berg grabs the Brush rebound. Waitert, long pass, front court to Wolliver in the left corner. Wolliver back out to Brown. Bounce pass intended for Berg, knocked away, but she gets it. Berg leans, shoots, misses from 10. Ball is tipped into the hands of Wolliver. She banks, and she misses. And the ball is rebounded by Carly Christensen. B. Diggers can't buy a bucket here over the last couple of minutes. Front court pass to Bear. 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Bear right in the lane, and she was fouled. That'll be the 14th foul. Looked a little ticky-tack, but they called it.
Well, and this is something that the Diggers are going to have to get used to. They're not going to change what they're doing for the officials. So, and it was a foul. As ticky as it was, it still was a foul.
Foul was committed by Mariah Brown, her first. Back into the game is Michaelis for Akron. Ashley Alonzo Holtorf to throw it in. She lobs it into Miller. Miller in the lane against Berg. She tries to scoop it up, blocked by Berg out of bounds. Akron retains possession with 55.8 seconds to go. Lob by Holtorf into Bear. Bear has the ball knocked away by Brown, but she gets it back. Here's a three, and that's missed by Hall, and the ball is rebounded over there by Holtorf. Holtorf in the right corner threw it away. Intercepted by Mariah Brown, then re-intercepted by Miller. She banks it in. A.J. Miller scores. 10-7. Waitert into the front court, has the ball knocked out of bounds from behind. And it appears that the B Diggers are getting killed on the boards, but they have the rebounding edge at 10-8. It's that they've been killed on the boards here over the last 2 minutes of the game.
Well, and it's different when Akron is making shots. They haven't had as many opportunities to get a rebound offensively. They're doing a good job getting offensive rebounds.
Mariah Brown to throw it in for Brush. Brown lobs it into the top to Berg. That's Kristen Berg, right corner, Mariah Brown. And then she had the ball stripped away by Danae Michaelis, and she traveled. Well, the Bee Diggers have 7 points and 7 turnovers, so not a good first quarter for Brush. But they're only down by 3 with 24.7 seconds to go. And Brown to throw it in. Lobs it into Wailert. Wailert for Brown on the outside right. Bounce pass right corner for Woolever. Dribbles out of traffic. Back out to Brown. Straight away to Wailert. Wailert with a basketball. Down low for Lauren Bergs, and she misses the shot. And A.J. Miller has the rebound for Akron. Long baseball pass for Holtorf. She banks and scores. Akron, all of a sudden, is on a big run. The three by Brown is going to be well short at the end of the quarter. With the score, Akron 12, Brush 7 on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Beltran Jen Goodall back from Akron High School. Lady Bee Diggers trail the Lady Rams 12-7. Lady Bee Diggers were really outplayed, Jen, over the final 2 to 3 minutes of that opening quarter.
Well, and it just seems like Akron just wants to run. So I saw a lot of them releasing 1 or 2 players each time, and we weren't getting back on defense, so they got some easy buckets.
It'll be A.J. Miller out there for Akron, along with Danae Michaelis, Taylor Krause, Ashley Alonso Holtorf, and Carly Christensen. Mariah Brown, Shelby Woolever, Kristen Berg, Lauren Berg, and Melissa Wader for Brush. To begin the second, Miller straight away with the basketball. Outside left, Christensen, wide open three, and that's off the back of the rim. Kristen Berg has her 4th rebound. The outlet to Wailert. Wader for the Bee Diggers, pressured in the backcourt over to Woolever. Woolever, long pass towards Berg. Knocked from behind there, but a foul by Taylor Krause. And that's what the Bee Diggers have to do. You've been talking about that constantly, not only this year, but in past seasons, especially with the pressure defense. You got to come back to the ball when you're receiving.
Yeah, it's a two-way street. They got the passer, and you have the person that's receiving. And the person receiving is just as important as the person that is passing to go get the ball.
Mariah Brown with the basketball. In the right corner for Lauren Berg, stripped away, knocked out of bounds. And that is off of Berg. She tried to tip it back to herself. 8th turnover for Brush. And now Miller and Krause are out, and Jordan Bear and Gail Hall are in. And Gail Hall had 6 points in the opening quarter on 2 3-pointers. With the basketball is Jordan Bear. Front court pass is taken along the baseline by Michaelis. And looks like Woolever committed the foul. She was bodied up. That'll be the 15th foul. Akron's committed just 1. And to throw it in will be Christensen over to Bear. Bear dribbling on the outside right. Cross-court pass to Hall. Hall at the top. Back out to Bear. Right corner. Here's the 3 in the air. Good. And that is nailed by Danae Michaelis. 15-7 Akron. They're putting a hurting on the Bee Diggers right now. Wailert at the top for Kristen Berg. Right baseline to Brown. Her shot is going to be an air ball. And the ball is snagged out of there by Danae Michaelis. Long pass to Gail Hall. Banks and scores. Bee Diggers are going to need a timeout. They're down 17-7. Rush led 7-3. This is a 14-0 run. Here's Mariah Brown on the right baseline. Back out to Woolever. On the outside left, Wailert fakes that shot. Straight away pass to Woolever. We've got 6.5 to go, second quarter. Akron leads by 10. Brown straight away, bounce pass to Wailert, right in the lane. Face, gets the defender in the air. Back out to Brown. She'll take a 3. Good. Check it. It's a 2. Her foot was on the line. Mariah Brown now has 5, but that stops a 14-0 run. Akron 17, Brush 9, 6:14 to go, second quarter. Here's a lob, cross-court to Christensen. Wide open is Michaelis, and she misses that one. And the rebound to Lauren Berg of Brush. Her second rebound, the outlet to Wailert. Wailert, long pass front court to Brown. In the left corner, tipped away, and we've got a foul. Looked like Holtorf made body contact with Kristen Berg. And Ashley Alonso Holtorf commits her first foul, the team's second. A.J. Miller and Taylor Krause check in from Michaelis and Alonso Holtorf. For an Akron team that lost a lot of players from the last 2 state championship teams, they still got some talent.
They have some talent, and they've got a lot of depth. He's rotating them every 2 minutes, minute and a half, so they're fresh for the press.
Here is Wailert, bounce pass to the top for Woolever. In the left corner for Kristen Berg. Berg looking back out to Woolever. Woolever dribbles to her left, fakes the 3, now to Brown, bounce pass to Woolever. At the top, Lauren Berg dribbles by defender, 14-footer, off the back of the rim, no good, the ball is loose. Woolever has the shot blocked out of there by Bear, but it's retrieved by Kristen Berg. Here's the shot by Wailert, and that's blocked out of there. Christensen with the basketball. Here come the Rams the other way. with the basketball in the right corner. Hall, 3 in the air. Good. That's a 2. Check it. She's got 10 points in the game. Akroners reclaimed a 10-point lead. It's 19-9. Waiter to the front court. Waiter double-teamed. Has to get rid of it. And Waiter's going to get a timeout called by head coach Kim Craich. Timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, Home Auto Life and Health. 30-second timeout. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. 842-4555. And we know, Jen, that unless you have an amazing point guard who can constantly dribble out of traffic as an offense to break the pass, or break the press, I should say, you got to be able to pass well.
Well, and that's the big thing. When you're trying to break press, your flashers need to get into an area where the defense is not necessarily, I don't know how to, suffocating you, but where your teammate can see you, because as they're trapping, every time it goes to a corner, whether it's a high corner or a low corner, they have to be able to flash middle, but be at an angle where it's easy for your teammate to make that pass. And then the person with the ball needs to step through those two that are trapping to make that pass cleaner.
And you can't pick up your dribble with defenders right on you. If not, you really have no recourse but to do what the Beat Diggers did right there, which is call a timeout. They'll throw it in as Brown. Brown to Wooliver. Rush has just 9 points in 11 minutes of basketball here tonight. After scoring 54 last night, bounce pass on the outside right to Wooliver. Dribbles to her left at the top for Berg. Berg straight away. Baseball pass to Lauren Berg, a very hard pass, and it went right through her hands, intercepted by Miller, but there was a tie-up, and that'll stay with the Beat Diggers, so the Beat Diggers get a break there. First score of the game tonight brought to you by MMI International. Compare the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. Call them at 842-5161, MMI International. That's before your next mixer or feeder truck purchase. Brown to throw it in. Now Coach Rick Agan wants a full timeout. You want your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape. Make sure you take care of them. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. So the Beat Diggers trail 19-9 at about the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter. And if Rush doesn't get their act together, we could see a repeat of what happened 1 year ago when Akron won the game by well over 20 points.
Well, and I think these girls are a little startled by how well Akron is disciplined in trapping and not fouling. I mean, they really haven't fouled that much, considering the type of pressure that they're putting on them. Sometimes full court, and then they're mixing it up, and they're going half court with it, and then they're going three-quarters court. So Akron is doing a great job of mixing up their defenses. They've gone man, and they've also gone trapping man. So to recognize that, there has to be more communication from the Beat Diggers on the court.
Well, they played the 5th-ranked team in the state last night on the road in 3A in Bishop Matchbook. This is the 4th-ranked team in 2A in the Akron Rams, so back-to-back road test. They passed it last night. So far tonight, not so good, but again, plenty of basketball to go with 4:50 to go second quarter. Akron 19, Brush 9. Mariah Brown to throw it in. You can follow us on Twitter at KSIR Sports. Lob at the top for Wooliver. On the outside left, Waiter. She'll take the long shot. That's in and out. And the ball is loose on the floor, and it's controlled by Carly Christensen. Christensen with her 3rd rebound on the outlet to Bear. Bear at the top, left of the lane, in the lane, gets Brown in the air. A.J. Miller nearly travel, penetrates left baseline, puts up a brick. Rebound and putback is short, and that ball is headed out of bounds. It is off of the Beat Diggers as the shot was missed by Janessa Ramey. And Christensen to throw it in. There's the lob to Bear. Little 7-foot floater is off the front of the rim. And the rebound on one hop to Shelby Wooliver. She's done a nice job this year on the boards. That's already her 5th rebound. She had 13 rebounds in the opening game of the season. Outside right, Brown with a basketball. Bounce pass to Wooliver. Cross court to Waiter. Left baseline, Lauren Berg. 12-footer is off the back of the rim. And the rebound to Jordan Bear of Akron with a long pass to Hall. Hall on the outside right. Fakes the 3, dribbles right baseline. Bounce pass to Christensen straight away. On the outside right is Miller. Miller takes the long shot. That's off the backboard. And the rebound on one hop to Mariah Brown. Brown into the front court, spinning out of traffic. Throws it over to Wooliver. Wooliver with 3:49 to go, second quarter. And the Beat Diggers have just 2 points in the last 7 minutes of basketball. Waiter fakes a 3. Straight away to Wooliver. Outside right to Brown. 3 in the air. Off the back of the rim. A.J. Miller goes high for the rebound. That's her 6th rebound on the outlet to Bear. Bear met at midcourt by Mariah Brown. Dribbles left of the lane, in the lane, leans, banks, misses, rebound. Putback is up and in by Janessa Ramey. Akron now with a 21-9 lead. They've outscored the Beat Diggers 9-2 in the quarter. With 3:15 to go, Wolliver, long pass left baseline to Lauren Berg. Down low, Kristen Berg, she banks and scores. That's what they need. 2 passes, and they get an easy bucket there. Beat Diggers down by 10 once again, 21-11, 3:04 to go, second quarter. Right corner, wide open three, and that's an air ball missed by Gail Hall. Melissa Waitert has it for the Beat Diggers. Beat Diggers want to run. Here comes Brown into the front court. It's a 4-on-5. Bounce pass over to Wolliver, and she's fouled from behind by A.J. Miller. That'll be her first. And Kraus and Michaela's check in for Akron. First appearance for Quincy Segelke for Brush, supplanting Lauren Berg. 3/4 scored along the side. Mariah Brown to throw it in. Brown to Wolliver, back to Brown, over to Wolliver. On the outside, left to Brown. Now to Wolliver. Has the three if she wants it. Brown, back to Wolliver. Wide open three in the air, and that's off the back of the rim. And the rebound to A.J. Miller. That's her 7th. On the outlet to Christensen. 2.5 to go. Christensen left of the lane, leans, and she had it partially blocked over there. She missed. Blocked by Berg, taken by Wolliver. The Beat Diggers could just make a couple of shots. They are stone cold right now. Wolliver outside right to Waitert. Right baseline, Kristen Berg, 10-footer. And her shot has been way off. Rebound to Segelke. Back out to Brown. Beat Diggers will reset the offense. And there's a shot up and missed by Melissa Waitert. Kristen Berg tries to throw it off a ram, but right into Christensen's hands. Here come the Rams the other way. Long pass to Kraus. Down low, Michaelis. And then her shot is blocked, but a foul on Mariah Brown. Not too bad for the Beat Diggers because they had an opportunity there, but they can't make an outside shot.
Well, and I think that they need to start with points in the paint. Honestly, if Akron is going to shove them to the outside, then you have to attack that, and you have to go inside first. Make them slide in so that those outside shots become more open.
Michaelis makes the first free throw. Akron up by 11. Their biggest lead has been a dozen. Second free throw coming for Danae Michaelis. That is up, and that one is off to the right, and Quincy Segelke has her second rebound for Brush. Segelke looking, bounce pass towards Waitert. Waitert is double-teamed, and was she fouled or tied up? She was tied up. The Beat Diggers turn it over there. Akron is not committed to turnover in the quarter.
Well, and Akron just went right to a half-court trap. They didn't, we didn't look up. We didn't get in position. We didn't let anybody else get in position. They got to be a little bit more patient on the press, even though there's a sense of urgency.
If they read that, they could set up an easy layup.
They could. If they have a backdoor or a trail person coming around, they're going to have a layup.
Jordan Bear with the basketball for Akron, up by 11, 1:49 to go in the second quarter. On the outside left, Christensen down low, getting a defender in the air, then putting up a shot partially blocked out of bounds as Holtorf went up, and actually, apparently, the Beat Digger didn't make contact. Segelke was some excellent defense, so just a shot that went for an air ball from about only 2 feet away. Wolliver pressured, pass to Brown in the front court to Segelke. It's a 3-on-3, cross-court Waitert, wide open three in the air, and it's a brick, not even close. Holtorf with a rebound, the outlet pass to Bear. Bear with 1:26 to go in the opening quarter, opening half, I should say, 22-11. Lob for Holtorf, gets a defender in the air, she traveled. Akron commits their first turnover of the quarter. They've got 6 in the game, the Beat Diggers with 9. But how can you go down low if you can't hit an open shot from even 15 or 10 feet away? That's part of the problem. Here's Brown with the basketball. Pass intended for Segelke, knocked out of bounds by Holtorf, and the Beat Diggers retain possession. Jen, I'm not talking about the Beat Diggers are, if we had to calculate, maybe 2 out of 15 outside. I think they might have hit, nothing in this quarter. Nothing outside.
Well, and I think those little 2-footers, I think the post players got to get more involved down low. I don't think we should settle for those outside shots. Make Akron come in and play defense on the inside so that it opens up the outside.
Well, Whaler tried to throw an entry pass to Berg, but that pass was wide of the target, and the Beat Diggers commit their 10 turnover. And to throw it in will be Carly Christensen. I mean, the defense has been good enough, just only allowing the 22 points, but 11 points. You're not going to win a game in 4th grade at this point. Bear with the basketball into the front court at the top of the three-point circle, dribbling into the lane. And the jump pass down low and banked and scoring is A.J. Miller. The Beat Diggers lost her completely. It's the biggest lead for Akron, 24-11. with 46 seconds to go before the break. Mariah Brown gets a pick from Wooliver on the outside left, straight away for Wooliver. Beat-Diggers need a bucket just to have some momentum going into halftime. Over to Segelke, cross-court to Brown. Brown on the high left with the basketball, lobs it down low. That's a terrible pass. Knocked away. Lauren Berg tries to save it, but she couldn't, and her foot was on the end line. Jen, these forced passes either, you're talking about getting it down low, but when there's a lane actually available.
Well, and that's when the guards have to maybe take a drive dribble in so that it pulls the defense so they can make a clean pass.
Just like Jordan Baer did there for Akron. That's why A.J. Miller was wide open. 19 seconds to go. Christensen, a wide open three off the back of the rim. Lauren Berg with a rebound for the Beat-Diggers, knocked out of bounds by Danae Michaelis. And the Beat-Diggers will have one final opportunity with 13.6 seconds to go. They've scored just 4 points in the quarter. Wooliver with a basketball. Lobs at front court for Brown. And then that pass tipped away, and it's intercepted by Miller. Then re-intercepted by Segelke. Segelke all the way. Has it blocked out of bounds by Miller with 0.6 of a second to go. And Akron's defense, quite frankly, has been A+. I mean, they've left the Beat-Diggers open at times, but you should leave them open. They can't nail it. And there's the shot by Berg on the left baseline, blocked by Holtorf. And that's the end of the opening half. With the score, Akron 24, Brush 11. We'll take a 3-minute break on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. John Beltran with Jen Goodall. John Beltran, Jen Goodall back at Akron High School as we head to the third quarter. It'll be Melissa Waitert, Shelby Wooliver, Kristen Berg, Lauren Berg, and Mariah Brown for Brush. A.J. Miller for Akron, along with Gail Hall, Jordan Baer, Carly Christensen, and Danae Michaelis, Beat-Digger basketball. They are down by 13. Waiter dribbles by 2. Jump pass, cross-court to Brown in the left corner. Brown with the basketball, back out to Wooliver. Baseball pass towards Berg, intercepted by A.J. Miller. Miller with a man or a defender to beat, I should say, and the jump pass is tipped away, but taken by Baer. Down low as Miller gets a defender in the air. Banks misses, and a foul. Foul was committed by Kristen Berg, and that's going to be her second. And A.J. Miller to the line as Akron looking to pick up where they left off in the opening half. The free throw by Miller is in the air, and that's perfect. Second free throw coming up. Akron extends their biggest lead of the game to 14, 25-11. And that one is up, and that one is around and no good. And Kristen Berg has her 6th rebound of the game. On the outlet to Waitert. Waitert lobs it left side to Brown. Brown behind the three-point line, straight away to Waitert. On the outside left to Brown. Left baseline. Here's Kristen Berg. Down low for Lauren Berg. Turns, and she's fouled. That's the first foul committed by Akron that will actually send the Beat-Diggers to the line. A.J. Miller with her second. Now the Beat-Diggers have got to nail their free throws. And Brush tonight has only 5 field goals in the game, and the free throws off the back of the rim. The Beat-Diggers were only 3 out of 8 on Saturday from the line in the 3-point victory over St. Mary's Academy. That one is good. Brush down by a baker's dozen, 25-12. Baker's dozen applying mainly the donuts in the food industry. As here comes Jordan Baer. Baer at the top against Brown. On the high right, here's Michaelis against Wooliver. Gets a pick from Miller at the free throw line. On the outside right to Miller. Miller against Berg. Fakes the three. Gets Berg in the air. Penetrates right baseline. Berg blocks the shot. Shelby Wooliver has it for Brush. Wooliver into the front court. Had Waitert open. Right corner for Brown. Brown double team. Jump pass to Waitert. 16-footer. Check that. That is Wooliver, and she misses the shot. And the rebound to A.J. Miller. That's her 8th. Long baseball pass to Michaelis. Here's Hall. She banks it in. And we got a foul on Mariah Brown. On the follow-through, she fouled her. Brown with her 3rd. And to the line is Danae Michaelis. And the one thing that Akron is doing, and the Beat-Diggers are not, they are utilizing the full-court game. The Beat-Diggers cannot get one easy basket.
Well, and we're trying to box out so hard, and we're forgetting about the release. So whoever the guard is on the back has to communicate that they're releasing 2 now, not just 1.
And the free throw is in. Check that. That was Gail Hall who nailed the free throw, not Michaelis. And with the basketball now is Segelke all the way, scoops it up and in off the glass to the right of the basket. Segelke with a nice move. She didn't start the quarter, but came in quickly. 28-14 Akron, 6:25 to go in the third. All the way is Bayer. She banks and misses, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. It's off the Bead Diggers. So Gail Hall with 13 points tonight to lead Akron. And to throw it in will be Christensen. Down low, wide open is Bayer, and she banks it in. Wow, the Bead Diggers completely fell asleep on that one. Berg into the front court, outside right to Segelke, right through her hands out of bounds. And Brush has turned it over 14 times. And the Bead Diggers are down by 16, 30-14, with over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And A.J. Miller triggers it in. Miller to Gail Hall. Hall and Bayer have really engineered this offense very nicely. As Bayer has the basketball, gets a pick in the lane, jump pass down low, the shot is blocked, and there's Christensen, missed it, and then saved in, but to Quincy Segelke. Here's Segelke for Brush. Segelke over to Lauren Berg, back out to Segelke, straight away to Wailert. On the outside left, Wooliver with the basketball. Wooliver to her right, cross court to Segelke, straight away to Wooliver. Wooliver to her left, on the outside left, Wailert can't take the three, dribbles left baseline, bounce pass is knocked out of bounds. Jen, is the ball moving by the Bead Diggers just way too slow?
It is way too slow, and they're waiting a little bit too long. There was a couple times where Kristen and Lauren were both open for passes on the inside, but they were just a little bit too slow to get a handle on the ball and get it into them.
Taylor Krause is into the game for Akron to throw it in as Segelke. Left baseline to Lauren Berg. Bounce pass down low for Kristen Berg. She turns, she shoots and misses on the hook shot. And the rebound to A.J. Miller. That's her 9th rebound of the game. Miller at the top, nearly stripped from behind. Bounce pass, Christensen fakes. Bounce pass down low to Hall. She falls down, tries to get rid of it, does to Miller. Back out to Christensen. This Akron team might have lost players from last year's state championship, but they are good. Here is Bayer. Jump pass to Miller. Takes a long three. Yes. And A.J. Miller knew it when she released it. Brush is down by 19 with 4:53 to go in the third. Segelke, jump pass to Lauren Berg, dribbles right baseline, all the way, scoops it up and in for Lauren Berg. Berg now with 5 in the game, tied with Mariah Brown as the leading scorer for the Bead Diggers. However, Brush is still down by 17, 33-16. On the outside right, Bayer with a basketball, gets a pick from Miller, dribbles to her left, in the lane, all the way, and a block from behind by Shelby Wooliver. Out of bounds, and it will remain, I should say, with the Rams. Holtorf, Michaelis, and now Lizzie Alonzo Holtorf. 2 Holtorfs are out there for Akron. Rick Hagan giving some of his starters a rest with a big lead. Actually, Alonzo Holtorf to throw it in, tipped away, and it's intercepted by Waiter. Her long pass is poked out of bounds by Jordan Bayer. Akron will not allow a layup. They're just that disciplined on defense.
They are, and their press, it doesn't seem to matter what body they put in there. They can run a 1-2-2 or a diamond, or they can go anything, and they seem to get a hand on everything that we're throwing.
Bounce pass on the outside right to Waiter. 4:18 to go, third quarter. Brush is down by 17. They're 5-0 going in. Waiter dribbling to her left at the top for Wooliver. 3 in the air is a brick off the bottom of the backboard and off to the left. The rebound to Lizzie Alonzo Holtorf. Pass to Michaelis. Banks and scores as the Bead Diggers are getting creamed on this court. And Segelke nearly stripped, now is stripped, and now a tie-up. And it'll go to the Akron Rams. Nice tie-up over there by Ashley Alonzo Holtorf. Akron now with a 35-16 lead with 3:57 to go third quarter. Yeah, just like I didn't expect the Bead Digger boys to win as easily as they did last night, I didn't expect the Lady Bead Diggers to get dominated this badly tonight, Jen.
No, and it just seems like they're trying so hard. They're forcing things up, and they're not letting the game come to them. Of course, Akron isn't allowing the game to come to them either, so they're doing a good job.
Whitney Mount into the game for the Bead Diggers. Michaelis down low in the lane, and we got a traveling violation as Alonzo Holtorf tried to back in a defender. Akron, with their 9th turnover, the Bead Diggers have committed 15. And here's the pass into Wooliver. Now to Segelke, back to Wooliver, still in the back court. Wooliver on the front court to Waiter. Over to Berg at the free throw line. Back out to Wooliver. Wide open 3 is a brick. Rebound to Mount, and she's fouled. And to the line will be Whitney Mounts. And the foul was committed by Ashley Alonzo Holtor for second. Shelby's missed her last 2 threes very badly, and she's been wide open.
She doesn't seem to have her feet set like she normally does. Like she's not stepping into the pass. Like she feels uncomfortable almost with the ball in her hand right now.
And the free throw is in by Mounts. The Bay Diggers draw to with an 18. It's 35-17 with 3:32 to go, third quarter. Second free throw upcoming. Northeast Colorado's locally owned Hometown Savings and Loan with locations in Fort Morgan and Brush. Equitable Savings and Loan with financial solutions for you. That's Equitable Savings and Loan. Second free throw is in. Akron 35, Brush 18. 3:23 remaining in the third. On the outside left, Michaelis with the basketball against Wailert. Bounce pass to the free throw line from Miller. Stripped by Wailert. Miller gets it right back. Jump pass to Michaelis. And any time Akron has the ball knocked away, they seem to get it right back. That's another thing. And then that pass poked out of bounds by Wooliver, intended for Hall, into the Akron bench, and Hall to trigger it in. Hall. Over to Michaelis near the timeline. Michaelis nearly walked. She did not pick up that back leg. Over to Gail Hall. Hall dribbles to her left off the pick from Miller. Back out to Miller. Miller against Kristen Berg. Gets a pick to her left at the free throw line. Outside left. Pass knocked out of bounds by Waiter, intended for Michaelis. Akron retains possession. And to throw it in is Tater Kraus. Well, the Bee Diggers do have 7 points in the quarter. The problem is they've allowed 11, so they haven't cut into the lead at all. Here's the pass for Alonzo Holtorf. Down low, shot blocked by Mount and taken by Kristen Berg. And then we've got a foul in the backcourt on the Rams. Foul was committed by Alonzo Holtorf. That's going to be her third team foul. The Bee Diggers have 2, and she is out of the game. Jordan Bear and Carly Christensen, 2 of their better players, maybe their 2 best players, along with Gail Hall, are back in the game. So Akron's got their A team out there. Wooliver for Brush. Long pass, right corner. Mount, her shot is up and no good. Short. Put back is up, and that's missed by Kristen Berg. And then Jordan Bear has it for the Rams. Long pass to Gail Hall. Hall back out to Christensen. Right baseline floater is no good. Melissa Waiter with a strong side rebound for the Bee Diggers, her 5th board. Waiter to the outlet towards Wooliver. And Wooliver is double-teamed. She dribbles out of traffic, but then it's stolen away. Easy layup for Jordan Bear as she banks it in. 37-18 Akron. Segelke dribbles by 2, nearly lost the ball, did lose the ball, but it was stripped away, but then it was off Segelke's leg eventually. And Brush now with 17 turnovers. And it's pretty evident the Bee Diggers at times are just having trouble handling the press. And that time they broke the press, but essentially, after you break the press, you have to establish some element, Jen, of control.
Right, you do have to maintain control. And, Quincy has a tendency to get out of control. She's trying to do the right things, and she's trying to break press, which she does, but she forgets about the break.
Gail Hall, jump pass towards Jordan Bear. Right baseline, has the ball knocked away, intercepted by Whitney Mount. 10 turnover for Akron. Mount back out to Segelke. Jump pass, terrible pass, taken away by Hall. Hall, long pass to Bear, down low. She banks it in. Jordan Bear has 6 in the quarter. That's what she's got in the game. And Akron leads by 21, 39-18 with 1:27 to go in the third. Bounce pass for Segelke, then that ball is knocked out of bounds by Michaelis. It'll stay with the Bee Diggers. And Brush just cannot put together anything tonight on the offensive end, and now the defense is starting to lag a little bit as they've allowed a couple of layups here in the last minute. Brown to throw it in. Bounce pass to Wooliver. Wooliver to Brown on the outside right. Bounce pass in the right corner. There's Mount. And then that bounce pass towards Wooliver is wrestled away and intercepted by Carly Christensen. Christensen with a 4-on-2 over to Bear. She puts it up and misses, and the rebound and putback is up and in by Christensen. 41-18. Wooliver in the backcourt with a basketball. Into the front court to Mount. Back out to Berg straight away into the lane. And there's a foul. That'll be the 14th foul against Akron as Berg was driving down the middle of the lane. Foul was committed by Gail Hall. That's her first. And to throw it in is Mariah Brown. Rush has not scored in double figures in any quarter yet. Brown looking, lobs it near the top to Wooliver, and she lost the ball. Taken away by Gail Hall. Hall on the outside left to Michaelis. Takes the three, and that one is off to the left. But the rebound to A.J. Miller, her 10th, and that shot is knocked away. And it's out of bounds. That's off of Miller. Nice play by Wooliver chasing down that basketball. Bead Diggers will have it. For the Bead Diggers to score in double figures here in this quarter, they're going to need a three-pointer. And they've only got 33.1 seconds to go, down by 23. Wooliver for Brush. Towards the top on the outside left to Brown. Brown with 21 seconds to go. At the top on the outside right to Waitert. Back out to Brown. This is 10-10 KSIR. Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. And then tripped up is Wooliver. Looked like she was tripped up by Gail Hall. And she was. To throw it in is Brown with 12.8 to go. There's the lob to Wooliver. Wooliver to Brown on the outside right. With 8 seconds to go, with 7. Lob down low for Kristen Berg. Berg underneath the basket, tries to scoop it up, and she's fouled as she misses. Berg to the line, a strong move. As Jordan Bear committed the foul. And now Kristen Berg to the line. The Bead Diggers in the quarter are 3 out of 4 for the line. That's been a good deal of their scoring, unfortunately. Free throws off the back of the rim. Second free throw upcoming for Kristen Berg with 3.4 seconds to go. That's in the air, and that's perfect. Akron will have one final shot. Miller at half court will throw it up from 40, and that's off the backboard, and that's the end of the third quarter. Another nightmare for the Bead Diggers, outscored 17-8. They trail 41-19 after 3 on 10-10 KSIR. KSIR.com. John and Jen right here on 10-10, 41-19 in favor of the Akron Lady Rams in the first of 2 games. Mariah Brown, Shelby Wooliver, Melissa Waitert, Whitney Mount, and Kristen Berg for Brush. Jordan Bear, Gail Hall, along with Danae Michaelis, Carly Christensen, and A.J. Miller for Akron. Waitert with the basketball on the outside left, lobs it down low to Berg. Berg with a strong catch and then has the ball ripped away. However, Miller was on the baseline. And they're double-teaming all those entry passes, Jen.
They are double-teaming it, but Kristen, as you can see, is still athletic enough that she can go get that ball. She's got good hands.
And Berg's shot from the right baseline is an air ball, and the ball is saved in very nicely by Jordan Bear. Long pass to Gail Hall, and then the shot is blocked from behind by Berg, but taken over there by Christensen. Resetting is Akron. Here's Gail Hall, back out to Christensen, dribbles to her right baseline to Hall, cross-court pass to Bear. Now here is Miller, left wing 3 is off to the left. The rebound to Jordan Bear, leans, banks, scores. Bear has all 8 of her points here in the second half, of the Rams lead 43-19. 7:15 to go in the game. Mount shot, left baseline, no good. Rebound to Jordan Bear. Long pass to Gail Hall with Wooliver to beat. She's got Michaelis wide open, threw it right between her legs out of bounds. 11 turnovers for Akron. They've done a nice job of controlling the basketball after the first quarter when they committed 5 of those turnovers. And there's no doubt that head coach Rick Agan is going to clear the bench here momentarily with a 24-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the game. Wooliver with the basketball on the outside left to Brown. Brown at the top for Wooliver. Melissa Waitert to her right with the basketball. Cross-court to Brown. She'll take a long 3, and that's no good. Jordan Bear has her 6th rebound. And there's the outlet. 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Hall. Her shot is blocked by Berg, but a foul off the pass from Lizzie Alonzo Holtorf. Berg commits her 3rd. And Gail Hall to the stripe. She's got 13 points tonight. Visit Morgan Community College online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session that will get you on the right track and find out what options are available to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goal with Morgan Community College. Second free throw off the back of the rim, so she went 0 for 2 there. Rebound is controlled by Whitney Mounts. Here's Wolliver for Brush. With a basketball, cross-court pass on a hop to Brown. Brown cross-court to Kristen Berg. Berg on the outside right. Takes a backwards dribble, then throws the ball into the B-Digger bench. The B-Diggers have committed 21 turnovers in the game. Let's hope that this is their worst performance of the year because it can't get much worse than this. Carly Christensen has been taken out of the game, and I don't think she'll come back with a 24-point lead for the Rams. Here comes Akron the other way. Jordan Bear on the outside right baseline shot is no good. And the rebound to Ashley Alonso Holtorf. Nobody guarded her. She scores off the glass. 45-19. The one thing you don't want the Lady B-Diggers to do, Jen, is to give up.
No, you don't want them to give up, and they're still working out there. I see Kristen, and they're trying to post up against two different players, and again, she got a late pass, so they intercepted her.
And a steal. Gail Hall underneath the basket travels, so the teams exchange turnovers. It'll be Brush basketball. But it's quite obvious, Jen, that, you know, they're taking on a Yuma team that is even better than Akron, ranked number 1. They're going to have to play 15 times better on Friday just to have a chance in that game. On the outside left, Kristen Berg with a basketball. Jump pass down low, right through Wolliver's hands. Turnover number 23 for the B-Diggers. They have 4 more turnovers and points scored. This is really bad right now for Brush. With 5.5 to go. Akron 45, Brush 19. Jordan Bear with the basketball. Lobs it free throw line for Holtorf. Hands it off to Bear all the way. Banks and scores. Bear with 10. The Rams lead by 28. On the outside left, Brown with the basketball. Cross court to Mounts. Mounts against Holtorf. Hands it off to Wolliver. Now to Waiter. Straight away to Mariah Brown. On the left baseline to Mounts. Mount back out to Brown. Can't take that three. Over to Waiter. Straight away to Wolliver. On the outside left to Brown. Lobs it down low, but intercepted by Holtorf, and then she traveled. You know how you reload and don't rebuild, Jen? It's called defense. Defense, and Akron's got it.
Akron is doing a great job, and, you know, I've talked about the guards having a hard time or being late getting an entry pass into the post, but part of that is the Akron defense. They are very good, quick with their hands and feet.
As we saw right there as Lizzie Alonso Holtorf knocks the ball out of bounds off the inbounds pass from Mariah Brown. Brown to trigger it in on the outside left. Here's Wolliver down low for Berg. She is double-teamed, and then did she travel or she was tied up? Akron basketball. Well, that's the thing. As soon as Kristen gets it, if she's double-teamed, there's got to be a cutter to release. Somebody's got to be open, Jen.
Right, they're just not making those reads on there. They're just kind of allowing Akron to make that double team, and they're not really using it to their advantage that 2 people are on 1, which means somebody is wide open on our team.
A.J. Miller, jump pass in the lane to Rainey. Lost the basketball, loose to the floor, and it's picked up by Kristen Berg. Here's Waiter the other way for Brush. B-Diggers down 47-19. Wolliver 3 off the back of the rim. And there is Ashley Alonso Holtorf with the rebound. Nearly an over and back. Throws it front court to Lizzie Alonso Holtorf. That's not a bad call. It's not an over and back. Not a Miller on the outside right. What's the difference going to be anyway?
On that call, you have to have all 3 points across, and she did not have all 3 points across, which is both feet and the ball.
Shot missed by Rainey, but Holtorf gets the rebound. She misses, but the ball was knocked out of bounds by the B-Diggers. So Danae Michaelis to throw it in with 4:01 to go. And now a 30-second timeout called by head coach Rick Hagan. I mean, I got to tell you, I know that Brush has not played well tonight. In fact, they've been pretty bad. But this Akron team, 28 points. And I think, Jen, a lot of us expected the B-Diggers, if they didn't win this game, would keep it within a few points.
Well, and I think that the girls expected that too. I mean, they came in with that kind of attitude, and today I talked to them at school. They were in high spirits after their win, but, you know, sometimes after you beat a team that you're really technically not supposed to be, you kind of have that low off of the high. So, and that's with all sports.
There we go. So the Bead Diggers send out Waiters, Kristen Berg, Shelby Wooliver, Whitney Mounts, and Mariah Brown. Danae Michaelis, Lizzie Alonso Holtorf, Janessa Ramey, along with Ashley Alonso Holtorf and Taylor Krause. Ramey in the lane, hooks it up off the back of the rim. Kristen Berg has the rebound for the Bead Diggers. That's her 9th. On the outlet to Wooliver. Wooliver back out to Waitert. Cross-court pass to Brown. Brown with the basketball straight away to Waitert. Down low for Berg. Turns, shoots, and misses off the back of the rim. Rebound and putback is missed by Mounts. That was just a rush shot. And an easy one over there. Rams the other way. Jump pass towards Krause is intercepted by Melissa Waiter. 2-on-2 over to Wooliver. Wooliver is double teamed. She's going to have to back it out. Does to Mount, 15-footer, back rim. Rebound, Wooliver puts it up, and she misses. And the rebound is controlled by Danae Michaelis. Long pass to Holtorf, takes a dribble, puts it up, and she misses. Gets the rebound, then she's fouled by Berg. That's Berg's 4th. Yeah, I got to look at rebounding totals here, but unofficially, 36 rebounds for Akron, while the Bead Diggers have 31. Free throw is in by Alonzo Holtorf. Lauren Berg checks in for Whitney Mounts. ACI proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. You can find it in any local grocery or convenience store. ACI second free throw is missed. Kristen Berg with her 10th rebound of the game. With the ball is Waiter straight away. 3 minutes to go, and Akron leads by 29. Right of the lane to Berg. She hooks and she misses. Rebound to Lauren Berg. She's fouled. Berg will go to the line as she missed the follow-up. Lauren Berg has 5 points. Foul was committed by Ashley Alonso Holtorf for 4th. And the Bead Diggers will clear the bench, and Berg makes the free throw. Cammie Sweeney, Tamara Schreiner, Quincy Seguki, and Maddie Kerr are in there for the Bead Diggers. Bead Diggers have hit the 20-point mark with only 2:55 to go in the game. And that was their first point of the quarter. Next free throw coming up for Berg. Lane violation. Berg went over the line. He made the free throw, but it doesn't count. Lindsay Dornbacher into Holtorf on the left baseline. Her shot is up. Rebound hooks. Let the Seguki. Seguki outside lane in the right corner for Lauren Berg against Holtorf. Lauren Berg dribbles right baseline. There should have been a foul. And there is there against Holtorf. And she is fouled out. This will be a 1-and-1. She fouls out with 5 points. Lauren Berg with a 1-and-1. Tiara Guy to check in here for Akron. So Berg's shot is up, and that's off the back of the rim. And Janessa Ramey with a rebound for Akron. Long pass, and the ball is going to be out of bounds. That is off of Lindsay Dornbacher. Akron getting a little bit sloppy here in the 4th. And Quincy Seguki might have turned an ankle. With 2:21 to go, getting up very slowly. Let's see if she'll stay in the game. Coach Craich out there to attend to the ailing Bead Digger. Yep, and she's going to be taken off the floor. And she'll be replaced. Whitney Mounts now out there with Kerr, Schreiner, Lauren Berg, and Cammie Sweeney. 48-20 Rams. 2:21 remaining in the game. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up and pick up something new for the hot and cold deli selection. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Great food at low prices. Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. Sweeney right of the lane over to Lauren Berg. 10-footer good on the right baseline. Berg now with 8. 2:02 to go. 48-22. Here's a floater up and short. Missed on the left baseline. Lauren Berg tries to save it in, but does to Ramey. And Ramey scores in the left baseline as Kaylee Traxler missed the initial shot. 50-22 Akron. Minute 45 to go in the game. Here's Schreiner's shot on the left wing. No good. Rebound. Mount. She puts it up and in. Whitney Mount now with 4. Beat Diggers needed that a long time ago, and many more of those. This is simply what they call garbage time. The entry pass intercepted by Sweeney on the outlet to Schreiner. And with a basketball crossing midcourt is Whitney Mount. Mount on the outside left. Schreiner's shot is up and off the back of the rim. Rebound. Mount straightaway shot is around. No good. Rebound to Schreiner is missed. Here is Sweeney underneath the basket. She's trapped. Lose the ball. Then there's a tie-up. And that ball will stay with the Beat Diggers with 1:07 to go in the game. We'll get the boys' game started at about 7:45. But 15 minutes after the scheduled time, Kerr dribbles right in the lane, pulls up from 10, in and out. And Lizzie Alonzo Holtorf controls the rebound for the Rams. We're under 1 minute to go. Holtorf, cross-court pass, taken over there by Dornbacher. Dornbacher then double dribbled. 18 turnovers for Akron, but 8 of those in this quarter when the game was already well out of hand, so you don't put too much stake in that. We've got 48 seconds to go. And here comes Berg in the right corner, straight away to Mount. On the outside left, faking and dribbling into the lane is Schreiner, but had it stripped from behind. And then a foul committed by Schreiner from behind off the miscue. That's her first foul. 40.5 seconds to go. And the Rams will come the other way, just trying to clean this up and end this game. There's the lob down low for Ramey, poked away by Sweeney. Ball is loose. Sweeney has it in the corner, and then knocked out of bounds by Ramey. Yeah, Akron really with a lot of turnovers in the quarter, but again, none of that matters. You can make all the mistakes when you're up by 20, 25 points, especially when your first team is all on the bench. Here is Mount, left baseline, Lauren Berg. Shot is up and in. Lauren Berg from about 10 feet away scores. And she leads the Beat Diggers tonight with 10 points. 50-26 Akron. 8 seconds to go. With the basketball is Dornbacher. And Dornbacher will dribble out the clock. And the Akron Rams defeat the Brush Beat Diggers tonight. 50-26. Let's take a 3-minute break. A 3-minute break. We'll come back with a recap on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Jen Goodall back from Akron High School, where the Lady Beat Diggers have lost to the Lady Rams 50-26 in the first of this doubleheader. Keep in mind that we're having some trouble from the internet standpoint sending our tweets tonight at KSIR Sports. So obviously we'll run through a recap and we'll get those tweets up as soon as we have a solid internet connection. Akron led 12-7 after 1, 24-11 at the break, 41-19 after 3, and outscored Brush 9-7 in the fourth. Beat Digger post-game show brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is the tough part nowadays, but when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust you get the building you want, when you want it, and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. For the visiting Beat Diggers tonight, they had 10 points from Lauren Berg, 5 from Mariah Brown, Whitney Mount with 4, 3 from Kristen Berg, 2 apiece by Melissa Waitert and Quincy Segelke. As for the Rams, they had 13 from Gail Hall, 10 from Jordan Bear, 8 points in the game from A.J. Miller. Danae Michaelis had 6. Ashley Alonzo Holtorf with 5, 4 for Carly Christensen, and 4 for Janessa Ramey. The Beat Diggers were out-rebounded 40-37. A.J. Miller had 10 for Akron, and the Beat Diggers got 10 from Kristen Berg, 8 from Shelby Wooliver. Rush with 26 turnovers, 19 for Akron. The Beat Diggers 5 out of 9 from the free throw line, 55%. Rams weren't too good tonight, but didn't need it. They were only 4 out of 11. As Akron improves to 5-1, the Beat Diggers drop to 5-1. Jen, simply a disastrous game for Brush.
It was, and, coming off of break and then having to play this many games in the same week is going to be tough. Started school today, so that's another thing that just adds into the mental toughness that they got to come up with. They got 2 days to work in the gym a little bit in practice and come up with something for Yuma.
And they're going to need a lot to beat Yuma because Yuma's ranked number 1 in 2A and undefeated so far this year. And as Jen mentioned, that'll be their next game coming up on Friday night at 5:30 in Brush, right here on 1010, as well as KSRyard.com. So you look at this Akron team, really hard to be a three-peater, especially when you won those 2 championships with virtually the same lineup. But, Jen, there's no reason to believe this team cannot win another state championship this season.
No, they have all of the tools. They have the post players. They got the outside shooters. They got the guards. And they got the quickness, not to mention speed. I mean, they do a lot of communicating. They have obviously been to the playoffs before. You can tell that experience is on the floor. They're just running things very effectively right now.
I don't know about you. I didn't see them make a single mistake on defense. I don't think the Beat Diggers got an easy bucket all night.
No, they didn't, and they were very disciplined. They didn't have that many fouls, even when they were trapping. And a lot of times when you have teams that are trapping, especially at all 4 corners of the court, a lot of times you'll get more free throws and you'll get some fouls. But they did a good job. They were very well coached. They're a very disciplined team.